We ready now?
Yes.
All right. We 1 minute late,
Better late than never.
but we on here. Good
Yes.
afternoon.
We made it. Welcome, welcome, good people.
For sure. Let me get to set up the ticker and all this other stuff while we wait for you guys to join. You know what I noticed? Like people be on here before we can see them. So if you're on here and we do not see you yet, but just say hello or do whatever you need to do while I go and click around here. There we go. There's Davin Whitlow.
Good to see you, brother.
Davin, you always be first every time, every week. I love it. I love it.
He is the man.
For sure. It's been rainy down here in Georgia.
Yeah, we had a nice, smooth, relaxing day.
And when it gets like this, we just be sleepy. I'm very sleepy. I'm not tired. Now, why you gonna go on and yawn?
There you go. Oh.
Y'all see how he do me?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Stick and Clutch says, what happened if you don't fix the ticking on the Pentastar? Great question.
Yes, great question. It will continue sending metal shavings, metal powder shavings throughout your engine, damaging your oil pump, scoring up your rod, your journals, your bearings. So it will eventually start doing internal engine damage.
For sure. And it'll still run, surprisingly, but your oil pressure just like gonna be on and be like, it's low. And then you're gonna need a new engine.
Now the Pentastars, they throw a 2-stage oil pump code.
Mm-hmm. All right, Joshua Ricks. Every time I see your name, Josh, I think about Cherry Pips.
Yep.
Howdy, good people.
Howdy. Good to see you.
Javon says, I hope y'all are feeling better. I know everyone up there is sick. Yes, we were. Well, they was.
Yeah, I was.
I'm all right.
I'm feeling about 100%.
Good. We were struggling. Kenneth Jackson says, hey, how are you both doing today? Doing good. Alex, stop yawning, man. Dang. A Fox says, how y'all good people doing this Sunday?
Good.
Can't you tell? It's like we like, it's raining.
Yeah.
It's one of those gloomy, relaxing days. We just
I get my energy off the birds. If the birds are not chirping, then I'm like.
Bezo says, what's up, player?
What's happening, Bezo?
What's going on, Bezo? Ricky Woodard says, good afternoon, nice people in Indianapolis, Indiana. Awesome. I've never been. Only thing I know about Indiana is the Jackson 5. And and I guess that's in Gary. And I met somebody that's from Indiana that didn't know Michael Jackson was from Gary. I was like, y'all, what's going on? Mez 37 says, what's happening, family?
What's going on?
Hey,
welcome.
Mez. Anthony Ashwood Jr. says hi. Joshua Rick says, what are your thoughts on supercharging a high mileage 5.7 Hemi?
Ooh, high mileage. You may not want to do that. Things start getting weak with the head bolts and head gaskets. You can. It may be okay if the tuning is spot on, may be reliable, but that tuning has to be spot on and that job have to be done correctly. And I would prefer you run low boost between, superchargers normally run low boost numbers anyway. I'll say about 5 to 6 to be on the safe side. That will give you a good seat in the pants feel. But good luck with your transmission holding on to that extra power.
Oh, I skipped one. Sorry, Kenneth. He says, do you guys have some cars for sale?
We do.
Yeah, we do. We have
got a Chrysler 200. We have Impala getting ready to roll out maybe tomorrow.
Chevy Sonic.
Chevy Sonic. Forgot about
it's
that.
It's an RT though.
Yeah, but it don't mean nothing. That's just rally.
Got a
no, it's a rally. What is it? Is
Listen,
it RT?
Our mind ain't firing on all cylinders.
It's R something.
We got a Tahoe on the way, and we just picked up a Ram waiting on that to be shipped. Mercedes Hudson says, what affordable SUV do you suggest? I need 3 rows. I have 6 kids.
I like the older GM vehicles. Can't go wrong with that. The newer Expeditions, top notch. The older Expeditions, the Dodge Journeys with the 4 cylinders, they're a lot more reliable than, well, they're a little bit more affordable to maintain versus the V6 Pentastar version. You just have to worry about the coolant parts. So if you ever something go wrong with it, just stop. Don't try to drive it. So that hopefully that'll help you out. And of course, any Toyota or any Honda.
Yeah, it depends on your budget
Yeah.
too. I would vote because I have 5 kids. Bless you that you have 6. Because I don't know. Some days I just be like, what's going on?
My daughter made me tired last night. I took her
going on?
out skating and she was just. I got back. I was like, babe, my head hurting and I'm tired.
Ooh, child, because she the baby. And it's her way or the highway. And I be fighting back most of the time.
And then she don't make it better because I be embarrassed like walking out sometime because she be kicking and screaming, help me! Like I'm not stealing this child. That's what I be thinking in my head. I hope somebody will approach me, which someone did before we was abroad.
We were in Panama.
I don't know why she do me
the
like
country. And we went, the tour guide took us to the beach. Well, she wasn't ready to go or whatever her issue was.
Kicking and screaming.
She's 3 now.
Yeah.
And Alex just picked her up and like taking her back to the van of all things. We get in the van. These 2 ladies walked up to the van and knocked on the window and was like, "What's up?"
Bad, angry
like,
looking. I'm like, "What is
what's
going
up?
on here?"
Why he got her like that? And so the tour guide was like, "That's her dad." So I rolled my window down and I was like, "Thank you for looking out," because I don't think in America people just be looking the other way. No, they don't go over there with that because they look like they could fight.
My daughter about to get me jumped.
They look like they could fight over there. So, but yes,
we're about to try them.
God bless you. You have 6 children. If it was me, I used to drive a Lincoln Navigator with 3 rows. I enjoyed that vehicle. Now,
that's basically an Expedition.
Yeah,
it's always a fancier version of the basic version.
The only thing that I don't like is the fact that if you get 3 rows, you have to choose between them climbing over, because my kids will never just bend the seat forward. They just hop over that second seat to get to the 3rd row. Or you can get captain chairs, which will then take out a seat, though. That's the only thing. But I'm going to get a Lincoln Navigator to haul all the kids. So
yeah, that's going to be our next.
We hope that helps you.
SUV purchase.
Heritage Hair Co. I like that. I
nice.
see what you did there with the name.
I like that.
It says, Alex, I'm currently completing my tune-up on my BMW X6 thanks to your video.
Which,
your sisters?
Oh, yeah. I did do a tune-up video on that. I forgot all about that. Wow.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember it either.
Some people we meet, it was like, you remember that video you did? And we looking like, once we put it out there into the, I ain't gonna say metaverse, but the world, we just go on to the next one, but I'm glad you were able to complete that.
Yes, for sure.
All right, Courtney Seal says, hey, good peoples. We have a 07 Toyota Tundra 5.7 engine. It turns over, but it doesn't start. It's getting fuel, but no spark.
Spark is normally related to the crankshaft positioning sensor. You would probably need a good scanner to look at some live data to make sure you're getting RPM signal. When you're turning it over, normally what I check for is RPM reading. You should be getting between 150 to 250 RPM reading coming out. The starter can spin the engine up to like 150 to 250 RPMs in most cases. Mm-hmm. And that's the crank signal is getting that from the crank signal. So that normally indicates that the crank signal is putting out. Check for codes. It's hard to say because it can be so many things that's causing it not to get spark. A rodent could have climbed up in there, squirrel, rat, whatever, and start chewing up some important wires. So it's a lot that goes into that.
For sure. Give us some more details if you got them, though. As many as you can. Davin Whitlow says, where is the oil pump located on your vehicle? I don't know. He might be talking to, I don't know who he talking to.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. Davin, what you talking about, Davin? Javon says, when are we getting more maintenance videos? teach us parts switch.
I got you.
Listen.
It's stuff is in the making.
Yes, we are. We regularly talk about this channel. This channel has taken a life of its own, kind of, and essentially, it's another business. You know what I'm saying? And so
I'm consider doing a 5.7 lifter tutorial. I think that can really help some people out. But that's a video right there, boy.
We're talking. That's a lot of editing. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And we would need time to do that. But just regular maintenance stuff, I think we can do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna start doing brake tutorials and things like that. And of course, with any of my tutorials, I always teach you the tips and tricks and different things according to whatever subject I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then for you long-time viewers, right? I know I put Curtis in the videos. He's so daggone good. We forget that Curtis hasn't even been with us a year yet, right? So all this time I'm working with Curtis. He's doing his thing, and that's what really changed the way we did content. But now that he's stable and I can take a day off and the shop still run, we can get back to curating maintenance videos that we think would be helpful. So
that's what we've been talking about.
For sure. Yeah. Trying to incorporate that back. The vlogs will stay, but also maintenance stuff. Robert says, what happened with the new hire? We haven't hired him yet.
Which new hire?
The guy, the airplane man.
Oh, yeah. We've just been talking, and
a
lot of people want to work for me. We're just taking our time.
I'm slow to hire. Slow. Quick to fire, though. Slow to hire, quick to fire. So I'm taking my time with the decision, because when you invite people into your space, it's more than them just having to turn wrenches. They need to be able to fit into
the dynamic
and culture of what we have. You know what I mean? Like, all of us get along. There is no workplace bullying and none of that. And I'm very, very careful. That's all. So, but it's coming, though. We'll let y'all know for sure. Everything Mechanic says Tahoe.
Probably talking about the third row SUV.
Tahoe, I forgot about Tahoe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Tahoe, older Tahoes.
Older
I don't like the 07 through current GM products. It's just, they out there.
X Xavier J. Now I'm nosy. Come, I have to go look on your page and see what we asking over there. It says, hey, from McDonough.
Right around the corner, right up the street.
Yeah. Proud of you guys and what you've built. 5.7 Hemi 08. Supposedly rebuilt engine. Misfire cylinder 7. Change the spark plug, injector, and coil pad. Thoughts? Lifter.
Yeah, it's something going on with that lifter. With those 5.7 Hemis, it's best to use dealership parts. If they went online and got some cheap parts off of eBay or whatever the case may be, Temu, then you would definitely run into some issues with part defectiveness. I've did lifter jobs and I've used no-name brand stuff like
Seal Power.
Oh, that's just
Car Wizard.
No, not Car Wizard. It's another brand.
D&J.
Yes, D&J. I used to like D&J parts. Put that stuff in the Cadillac, man, that junk broke right then and there. It just fell apart. What the heck, man? Had to tear it all back down again. So parts really do matter, and we was using nothing but dealership parts to get the job done correctly. I've done them where you fire them up and they just chattering away. That's the Seal Power ones. Only ones that's really quiet is the dealership parts.
Okay. On the Hemi.
Yes, on the Hemi.
All right. Anthony Ashwood says, what is your opinion on the Volvo S6 engines? How reliable are they?
I don't deal with Volvos. I rarely do, so I'm not really sure. But Volvo have built themselves a really good reputation. I don't hear anything bad about Volvo on the streets. People who have Volvos, they're just little tanks. They just go and go and go. The problem that you're going to run into with Volvo is, of course, expensive maintenance costs and finding a mechanic that is willing to work on that said Volvo. So you're going to find yourself having to take it to Volvo specialty shops or to the dealership. A lot of mom and pop shops are not going to touch Volvos.
All right. Alrighty. Let me see here. I've got a super chat from Edwin Salazar.
Oh, thank you, buddy. I
Thank
appreciate
you. But
it.
I
Did
think
you have a question?
Yeah, I think he must have had a question.
See if you can scroll down and get his question.
Yeah, so you won't have to pay again, Edwin.
Man,
Maybe.
I appreciate the support. I really do.
But I'll grab the other one he put. It says, "Hey Alex, I love you, man. Your personality is the best. I'm an aircraft mechanic from United, maybe UK. I don't know. And I also do maintenance for cars, which I'm learning on my own while applying the same concept.
I like it.
That's what's
I
up.
like it.
I'll still scroll down and see.
Did
But,
he? No.
oh, there go my man Alonzo. He said Volvo's a safe car.
Oh, they're the safest cars out on the road. I would definitely give him that.
There, my other guy, Alexander Ganaka, said, sadly, I touch Volvos. Oh my God.
Why you say
Sadly, Alexander?
That's good.
He says, every Sunday I come from a lawyer's live to this one perfectly.
Wow, that's
awesome.
cool.
He says, Kenneth says, okay, I was trying to get a Toyota Camry, and Curtis told me you've seen a Toyota for a lot of miles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I remember you. Yeah, I recently seen one.
It's sold. Talking about that Camry?
Yeah, the one I showed you.
Yeah.
Shopping at the auction is very hard for people that come to me and like, hey, can you get some at the auction? We don't do that because it's just really hard, and we don't give auction prices because you just never know what you're gonna get. We try to keep things simple and simplistic as possible.
People buy from the auction and then get mad because you got to do all this work to it.
And you might as well just went out and paid full price. Sometimes that happens. So to avoid that, we don't do that. And Toyota, it is very hard to find a low mile, decent mile Toyota. Yeah. But the one I saw, I would have bought it to resell. And it's just one of those things. You just go fishing. Her auntie, will sometimes let close family do it.
Yeah.
She was looking for a car, and it took her forever on the auction.
Yeah.
And
to find the right car.
Yeah, it was months.
Oh, she bought a Volvo.
Yeah. And I work on it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I do work on Volvo. It's just for close family.
Yeah. I don't think our demographics drive Volvo.
No, they don't. Not in our area.
Mercedes says, should I stay away from the Dodge Grand Caravan?
I say this. Buy what you want. Just know what you're getting yourself into. With the Dodge Grand Caravan, it's going to have the Pentastar engine. So you're only going to have a couple of problems with that Pentastar engine. You're going to have lifter tick problems. You're going to have oil cooler problems. Sometimes cooling issues, dealing with the water pump thermostat. This is a Fiat, meaning it is a European car now. So it's not American. So don't be fooled by the Dodge branding. It's just like wolf in sheep clothing, if you say, because a lot of people think, oh yeah, I'm getting American, and you're buying a freaking Fiat 500 or something equivalent. So don't be fooled. Know what you're buying. Are they good? Personally, I like Pentastars, not only because they keep me in business, but if you know how to maintain them, they can go the distance for you. You can get 200,000-300,000 miles out of them.
I agree.
Will they sound horrible around 200,000-300,000 miles? Yes, but they will go the distance. So buy what you want. Those Caravans also have transmission valve body problems. That's going to give you a problem. So just know what you're getting yourself into.
Listen, something wrong with all this stuff, Mercedes. So unless you got the money to go and get you a Toyota, and even with them, it's like, I don't know. People just say Toyota, but like they have a service center too. We just quoted a job to do all the timing on this Toyota. Was it 4Runner?
Oh yeah, it was Highlander or something.
It wasn't cheap.
Mm-mm.
So it's like you just have to pick what your budget
And
can
they
maintain.
just bought that car, and they are mad, man. They were pissed. So Curtis
But it's a
tell me,
Toyota, and then a lot of people blindly go buy Toyotas, but then get mad because you still have to do maintenance.
I've seen that. A guy, he went out and bought a Camry, and he brought it to me to check it out. Remember that?
I remember him.
I was like, dude, you need an engine. They got you.
Right.
Sometimes it's really rough out here in the used market buying Toyotas and Hondas secondhand. I can look at them and be like, man, that Toyota Honda that had a rough life. You start seeing different color body panels and missing body panels and stuff. That person just drove the heck out of that car. So you just have to know how to look at the car and be like, yeah, it wasn't taken care of.
True. So, but if you're looking in a van market and she wants to go a little older, what about that van you used to drive?
Town and Country, which is they have
Same.
a caravan equivalent to the Town and Country. I would say go 2010 and under. Still had the transmission problems, but less engine issues. I had the 4-liter in my van. They also come in the 3.8 and the 3.3. All pretty good engines, I may say. That's 2010 and under.
Thinker outside the box. That's my guy.
Yes.
Oh man, I missed the start. Out here changing my oil. Gonna keep y'all on though. Happy Sunday.
This man is the man.
Listen, you ain't missing it. You ain't missing it. Heritage Hair Code says it's a 2013 that Hemi that he or she was talking about with the lifters, but it's still
I say lifter failure or bent push rod, something on down that road. So check that.
Oh, he said no, wrong person. This is the X6 because it says no, really, thank you. I ordered the tools you linked and all. Oh, cool.
Nice.
Please keep.
I forgot I linked the tools.
We did something else.
We did
today.
a water pump.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
cool. My favorite person.
I gotta get to my girl, TJ Soul.
Appreciate
She said, husband wants to know if cabin filter is important or a waste of money.
It is very important if your car carries a cabin air filter. What the cabin air filter does, for the people who don't know, is filter the outside air coming inside the cabin of the vehicle. It really helps people with allergies, as myself. And if you don't service that cabin air filter, you will cause a lot of strain on the blower motor. The blower motor will burn out. So you want to change that cabin filter every so often. I think it's every 6,000 to 10,000 miles or something on down that road. So very important.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yes. Tell him.
One of our greatest supporters.
Listen, at this point, just bring the cabin air filter. We'll put it in
there. Yeah, I got you.
Matter of fact, I'm going to buy the cabin air filter. Now, come on around now and let me put it in there. Love those guys. Yes. Alexander. What you talking about, Alexander? He says, only 2 things I have is I'm going to Harbor Freight for 50% off 9mm gloves. And this week I had learned about and have to have the question, who told Chevy the 1.5 turbo can have special fuel rail and seal tools?
Oh, wait a minute.
And he goes on to say, I'd be damned if I buy a tool to apply Chevy filter.
It's just so weird how that is put together. I'm like, I had to take them up, and it was, I don't enjoy it.
Man, Alexander is so funny every time he gets up here. Jay says, did your technician ever figure out who Tina Turner is? Listen, I'm teaching them. You know, these young children don't know none these days.
What did we do on the last video? We haven't uploaded.
Oh, no, I'll say that for tomorrow. But I like that you guys, for those of you who like that I put the extra stuff in the videos, because it gives you a picture of what the dynamic look like at the shop. Because those guys really are funny. Yes. Raphael is hilarious.
Raphael, he speaks Spanish.
I don't know.
He be trolling. I swear. He looks so convincing, though.
But I told him to watch What's Love Got to Do with It, honey. I don't know if he did or not, but I'm going to ask him tomorrow. Charlie Horse says, telling Courtney to check your ignition coil fuse.
Yes, I did forget all about Thank you.
That's
Good
why.
people.
Hey, that's why they in the comments.
Fuses. That's one of my main rules. Let's start simple. Check fuses.
Yeah.
Thank you. You are the man. Check those
Alexander
fuses.
said, "Oh, I got Alexander already." Naruto Uzumaki. I wanted to practice saying it. Alex, I did a tune-up. Changed the spark plugs and wires on my 92 Caprice, but now when I give it gas, it shuts off. Any tips?
You probably
Undo the tune-up?
Yeah, you not necessarily undo the tune-up. Check the wires. You probably have a wire crossed, and when you give it gas, it probably backfires and just go kaput. I've seen that happen before. It's very easy to cross wires on those old SBC small block Chevy engines. Yeah, especially if you didn't do one at a time, and sometimes you could do one at a time and still mix them up. It's just, I would check the firing order. I would go online, type in your year, make, and model of vehicle, along with engine size. Yeah, because I think those came in the 6-cylinder, but most of the time they came in the V8s. And look up firing order and find the number 1 plug and double check the firing order with the cylinder locations corresponding with the wires. I would do that first.
All right. Oh, every time I read your name, I do this. Op-ed. Okay.
Op-ed.
2004 F-150 Triton, 5.4, 221,000 pounds. Will it last?
Yes, if you haven't neglected the oil changes. Once that engine sludges up, I normally recommend changing the engine. Hopefully you don't have no sludge. The engine will last, but the phasers won't. You said Triton.
Yeah.
Is that the 3-valve?
5.4.
It's really hard to tell if you got the 3-valve or the older Gen 2-valve. In 04.
Oh, they had a tricky year.
Yeah, they had a tricky year. In 04, they was confused. Some of them came with the 3-valve, some of them didn't. So
did you? Yeah, you got the Heritage that year, and then you had the new body style.
Yeah, sure did. The Heritage, the old body style, and it came with the older engine. So I don't know if you had the 3-valve Triton or just the regular Triton. The regular Triton is by far the tank. The 3-valve Triton, everyone hated it. They blew out spark plugs. They had timing issues. Yeah. I liked it. I had 2 of them personally, and they didn't give me any issues.
All right.
Guess I was the exception.
I scrolled down here to see if he maybe commented. Trixie in here said, I love the Heritage.
Oh, yeah, that Heritage is nice.
Leslie talking about something. I didn't know y'all went live all the time. Much love from Pittsburgh. Keep doing what y'all do, Mr. and Mrs. Cardog. Yeah.
Yeah, do, brother.
That's why I was telling Alex, it's like, look, just because we online, everybody don't watch everything and everybody doesn't, people live in life, okay? Mm-hmm. So we have to be redundant sometimes. You got people that follow us and didn't even know. All right.
Drum cleaning and adjusting.
Alexander said, drum cleaning and adjusting. Is that a video suggestion?
Which would be a great one, by the way. I definitely can put that together. I miss doing drum brake cleaning and adjustments. I don't get to do it as often anymore because you rarely see drum brakes. It's always disc all the way around. But next chance I get, I would definitely be showing.
Sure. So many videos we have to do. So many. Davin says, can using the wrong engine oil damage your engine?
Can using the wrong engine oil damage your engine? Long term, it will. Not short term. So if you put it in there, go through a couple of oil changes, it's not really going to hurt anything. But if you continue to do it throughout the life of the engine, then it'll start taking its toll on the engine because that engine was not designed for that weight of oil. But in a nutshell, not really. If you do it once or twice, get away with it.
Says you should make a playlist with all of your tutorials. Indeed.
Yes. It's in the making.
All of it. Listen, I tell you, I'm one woman. Okay. But my goal is to rearrange the channel, put all the Pentastar videos together, put all tutorial videos together, because there are other tutorials that's going to be coming out.
And transcribe it to Spanish.
Well, we don't got to do that no more because YouTube rolled out a new feature where they have that option already.
Oh, sweet.
Because we have a lot of Hispanic following, and a lot of them request that we, my Spanish good, but it ain't that good. I can't be over there doing dub and stuff now. And I probably know the hood Spanish anyway. Alexander says, Davin, only if you're missing additives, really, like non-Euro.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Alonzo says, hi from Alabama.
And I know a lot of like my diesel, I had to use special oil on my Jetta when I first got it because it had the DPF crap, and using the wrong oil can mess up the exhaust. So it had to have that special oil, but since that's all gone now, I can use regular stuff.
All right. We don't want to be incriminating, so we're going to go ahead and move on. Alonzo. Anyway, hi from Alabama.
Hey, good old Alabama.
You know what, Alonzo, what part of Alabama are you in? Because we got to call Mr. Jenkins too. Anyway, we roll through Alabama every June. Okay.
Might have to stop down there and see you.
Gonna start letting y'all know where we at. Pull up, show us where the food at. No, Alabama. What do Alabama have? Because the times I go, it don't be there. It don't be there. And Terrian says, would love an engine rebuild video. Lots of us who have done them love watching other professionals perform the same job. I know it's time intensive, but big boy jobs are always enjoyable. Yeah,
I agree. Because people do like that. Because I did that tear down on that Cadillac engine. It was pretty much stripped, and I went through the whole process of putting it back together. The only thing I didn't take out was pistons. I may consider doing that in the near future.
Yeah, we used to do engine tear down. Remember that? Man,
well, he said rebuild.
I know, but we used to do
tear down
way more than what we do now. So life is changing, good people. We making our way back. Okay. Kenneth says, Alex, how do you go about checking out cars? I'm going to look at a Toyota, and how much would you charge to see if there are any problems with the car?
I have to check my little price list thingy. But I made a video. It's one of my older videos. I was talking about how to go about checking out a vehicle. It wasn't very popular. Let me see.
But it's over there. It's over there, sweetie. Excuse me. I'm sorry to be yawning. I am sleepy. I'm not. It's raining outside.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's raining.
How to check out a car that you're trying to buy? You may want to click videos and get you there sooner.
Yeah, I think I'm already down there.
We made that video like 2 years ago, but it tells you over. It's bad. We done made 600 videos. I don't know if you're gonna find that.
It was one of the old videos.
Yeah, I don't know, baby. Anyway.
Yeah, just continue. I'm gonna find it.
Give him a brief thing of what he can do while I find it.
Oh, there you go. Look. You can have your scanner with you. Get you a good scanner. Well, just a basic scanner. And you want to check IM monitors. You want to make sure everything is complete. If you have a lot of incompletes, that normally indicates a potential code that can come about after you done purchased the vehicle. Let's say the catalytic converter monitor is incomplete and you drive off. It's a good chance that catalytic converter can pop on P0420 code. Also, you want to check for rust. Look under the car. Make sure the brake lines are good. Well, make sure there ain't a rust bucket. A cancerous car is like one of the worst cars you can buy, and it's very dangerous. Driving the car and lose brakes all of a sudden. Check the air conditioning. Check all the windows. I guess don't bother checking the radio because you can put about aftermarket radio in there anyway. But main thing you want to do is check things that you would otherwise check after you done bought the vehicle, and you don't want to discover them they're not working after you done purchased the vehicle. Look under the hood, check your fluids, check the oil, check look under the car, make sure it's not leaking. Most of the time, you can't check transmission fluid these days because they're dipstickless. So those are just some of the things.
For sure. And drive that car, honey.
Drive it like you stole it.
You'll be like, look,
get into it.
Let me take it on the highway, but take them with you, of course. But when I'm selling the car, I be like, look, you want the car? Drive the car.
Yeah, floor it. Make sure it hits the kick down gear and all that. Don't be scared. And like, hey, whoever you drive with, I'm gonna get into it a little bit.
Yeah, just let them know, hey, I want to get into it a little bit at 60, 70 on the highway. Make sure, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to just, I'm going around the corner 30, 40 miles per hour. You get the car. That's not a good test drive. You driving home kaput, research the car. Figure out the top problems with that car. So, go in there. It's too much internet out here for people to go look at cars uneducated. You know what I mean? So, hopefully that helps you, Kenneth. Young OG from the 313 says, hello, family, checking in from the 313. What up, though? You know what 313 is?
Yeah, that's area code. That's
where is
code. 313 is...
Everybody from the 313, put your...
Song.
Come on, Eminem, Detroit.
Yes.
Come on now. Tell me knowing stuff. He don't be...
I knew Eminem.
It's cars only with this guy. You know what I'm saying? I be keeping him hip. The kids come here speaking that brain right. I be like, you know what that mean, babe? He be like, nah. I be trying to keep him up. Alonzo says Volvo is a safe car. No, I didn't. I read Alexander's. All right. Giovanni, or no, I just added a syllable to your name. I do apologize, Giovanni Williams. How reliable are the 04 Chevy Tahoe?
They're tanks, other than the 4L60 transmission, that will give you problems if it's not properly maintained in the past. That's the only really issue. Of course, they have their little knick-knack problems, but for the most part, they're tanks. That's what you want, the older Chevy trucks or SUVs. Yeah. That's before they got complicated with all this DOD crap.
All right.
So he gets my stamp of approval.
Right. 1111 says, what does high mileage truly mean? And on a decent vehicle, would you recommend a rebuild or a replacement?
High mileage is anything I say over 75K, give or take. Hence the high mileage oil. They normally say 75K on it or higher. Would I recommend a what? Decent
rebuild or replace? I guess when it comes to like the engine stuff.
Well, a lot of a replacement is technically a rebuild. A lot of people don't sell new engines. It's very rare you will see a new engine that has not been rebuilt, which is called a remanufactured engine. So technically, I would say remanufactured would be the best way to go. Then you have the used market, which is a gamble. But yeah, remanufactured.
All right. Alonzo says, how Mason doing? I don't know. Let's ask.
We spoke with him. We speak with Mason.
It's been a couple of weeks now. Let's see if he answer, man. Yeah. Mason done got he over there bougie working that fleet work.
He got the high life. He up there living large.
He left. Before he left, he said, I'm gonna come and see you.
Yeah, he came to see nobody.
I ain't seen that ponytail since the day he drove away. Let's see if he answers. He may not, I don't know his work schedule, but I imagine that he's doing pretty good.
He's not gonna answer.
He might. He always answers for me, but I'm calling for your phone.
He probably think I'm a bill collector.
Your call has been.
He probably be asleep, but I called him. I don't know. I'll let you know when I do hear from him. Alexander says Volvos are electrical nightmares.
Well, you just taught me something I didn't know.
We trust you. We trust you, Alexander. Listen, we live in an area where it's
Chargers and Chevys and Yeah, just
That's
pillar
it.
stars
It's gonna be
everywhere.
GMC. It's gonna be if you want Volvos, you have to go to like the north side of Atlanta,
Yeah.
where Buckhead, Dunwoody, like those people up
They
there.
up there with the Subarus.
Yeah, they drive that up
Yeah,
there.
the Subarus and the Volvos, they
But
run together.
anything in the South, honey, them folks ain't got no Volvos. There's this one older black guy in our neighborhood. He be driving that Outback. I be like, go ahead, Dad. He be in that Outback. I said, okay. He got him a little Subaru, living the high life. Carolyn Shane says, right.
Talking about the Volvos.
Yeah, it could be. Tony McFarland says, I have a 2012 Charger RT with a 5.7 Hemi. Okay. It's hard to put in gear from park to drive. Have to keep pressing the brake before it go into gear.
You probably need to check out your brake switch. The brake switch normally releases the interlock in the shifter. Or you have a shift interlock solenoid that's sticky. I've seen that, and by you just keep pushing it, you keep actuating the thing, and pretty soon it'll just get unstuck and slide open, so you can put it in, drive or reverse. You sometimes soda and sticky stuff gets spilt in the center console because guess what? The cup holders are near that area, so anything could have got spilt in there that's sticky and got inside that solenoid. Sometimes you can take this the console down and clean it and fix it that way. Just have to know what you're doing.
All right, cool. Jerome Barnes says, love you guys' videos.
Thank you. Appreciate the support.
We really, really do. Speaking of support, we're halfway in here, and I'm doing a soft launch of what we're working on now.
My favorite word.
What? What's your favorite word?
I'm gonna let you say it.
He crazy. Anyway, we are selling bricks, good people.
Buy a brick, get a great return.
Not that kind of brick. Flat brick over here, honey. So, as you guys know, we are building a new shop soon, or we're building it, and we selling bricks. Okay? And so,
not the Pablo Escobar kind. Y'all get y'all mind out together. Say, I know what y'all was thinking.
See, you're the only one that thought of that drug reference. I bet you. But anyway. Those of you who can and want to, I'm going to put the link in the chat here. And we'll be running this campaign all spring and summer. So, you got time. But we wanted to tell you guys first because we are very intimate over here. Like, I know most of y'all's names and stuff like that. So if you want to support, only if you want to and if you can. We love you if you can and don't want to too. But we're selling bricks. You can inscribe your message or whatever you want to say to Alex, and it will be a part of our new building. Yes,
very exciting stuff.
We hustling right now,
and y'all gonna get make y'all follow y'all along. We'll follow us along for the ride.
Yeah, for sure. But
make sure we film.
We at the point now where we got to go. I'm tired of paying $6,500 a month. Okay, we got to do something else. So. Anyway, brick campaign, if you want to be a part of it, it's in there. But your likes and whatever else support that you give is more than enough as well. So it's definitely for the people that want to participate. We'll also put it in the community, and it'll also be a part of the videos. I've already gotten 5 people to buy bricks. And I've only just told a handful of people about it. So this is my first time publicly putting it online in this live right here. But it'll be a part of the it will sure enough be a part of the channel until we reach our goals. But back to the questions and things. We thank y'all too for
selling bricks.
Selling bricks. Not that kind though. All right. Emmanuel Briggs says, hello. How do you know if you have a bad starter?
Several different signs. You will hear a single click coming from underneath the hood. You will get a slow start, but on the flip side of things, slow start can also mean a dead battery. A click can also mean a bad battery connection. You kind of get where I'm going at. So before you condemn the starter, make sure all your connections are good on the battery. Do a battery test. The battery coexists with the starter, not the other way around. Yeah, the the starter needs the battery, not the other way around. Battery don't need the starter.
Gotcha. All right.
And the alternator, the battery needs the alternator. You like that one, don't you? And not the other way around. Like once the vehicle is running, the car relies on the battery, not battery, but the alternator, and somewhat the battery in these newer age vehicles. But once the alternator goes, you're not going to get far.
All right. Rome King says, shout out from McDonough. Love your platform.
McDonough. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
I was thinking about moving.
Hey, I like that Corvette in the background. That's you, buddy.
Listen,
man.
If it's your Corvette,
give me a ride.
Come tomorrow. Take me for a spin.
Let me shoot a video on your vet. That'll be fun.
I was talking about McDonough the other day, and for those who don't know, it's like south from where we are. Mm-hmm. It's so much traffic. Like, when is it a good time to go to McDonough? Like, because I don't know. I've tried different times, and it's traffic all the time.
Horrible.
Yeah, for sure. He also says, I'm blind to Chevy problems. They robbed me so much. I must accept them.
She's blind to Chevy problems.
It is going to be what it's going to be, wrong. It's going to be what it's going to be.
Horrible.
It says, Badine says 12 Acura TL 3.7. Drive it for a while. When I restarted, it knocks and pings, but it goes away after a couple minutes. Let me have your knowledge on this issue.
Knocks and pings.
Knock and ping. What does that sound like?
Well,
ping.
It could mean a lot of things. He could be getting a dry start, or he's hearing spark knock. With that engine, I do believe it requires premium fuel, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure you put premium fuel in that vehicle. Also, make sure you're doing your fuel induction service every 30,000 miles to keep the carbon buildup under control. Also, if it's having spark knock, make sure you're using the correct viscosity of oil. Because if you crank it up and you hear a little rattle, then it dissipates. That's the dry start. I would have to hear the noise for myself, because your knocking and pinging is probably different from my knocking and pinging. It could be, if it's a higher mileage vehicle, it could be internal engine parts just wearing down, and the clearances has increased, creating a lot more distance, and you're just going to hear engine noise until the oil pressure build up and fill in that space and quiets it down. So I would just have to hear it.
For sure. Hopefully it worked. Maybe it starts you in the right direction. Yeah. Alexander says, don't drop stuff in the blower motor either.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
For sure. Alexander, you be working on cars. Let me find out.
We're changing that cabin filter. You got to be very careful.
Jay says, I speak Spanish too. I'm Mexican, but I knew who Tina Turner was since forever. Raphael ain't got no excuse. Let me tell you something. Him and his brothers, I ain't never seen Mexican like them before. Ever. Like, one of the brothers.
I'm not going to give it away. I'm about to make my joke.
One of the brothers, like, drive a Subaru, and talking to him, it's like talking to, I don't know. I don't know. I've never. Now, they parents, they certified. Mama make the best tamales that I ever had. But them, I don't know.
The daddy like, son, where did I go wrong with you?
I don't know. But as a prank, he don't know this yet, and he don't watch the live, so I hope it don't. I'm buying a Selena poster because he didn't know who Selena was.
We're going to hang it on his box.
I'm going to hang it right in his stall. Selena.
No, we hanging it on his box.
Crazy. But they have no culture these days. DJ Chucky Madness. Okay. Says, hey guys, GM may have skipped creating a door for cabin air filters in Tahoe Sierras. Do you suggest trying to retrofit a door for cabin air filters?
At your own risk. If you're skilled at cutting plastic and fabricating stuff, yeah, by all means, go for what you know. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say. if you want to.
SRT player.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that
Okay,
one.
player.
SRT
So
player.
what's the best way to check to see if I have a lifter tick without pulling valve covers? I already pull the valve covers and everything seems tight.
I would have to hear the noise for myself. Sometimes it take a trained ear to know what you're listening for, because you could also have a loud purge valve. I know the aftermarket purge valves are loud, like the Dormans, so you have to go back to dealership for a quiet purge valve actuation, and that sometimes can be mistaken for a lifter tick. Send me a video over at my Instagram, Alex Car Doctor. I'll take a listen to it.
Yep. And Rome says, have you checked the rockers, Mr. SRT player? Because really it's the rockers that fail.
Yeah, it's the rockers. It's not the lift. Oh yeah. I'm so used to rockers. It's never the lifters on the Pentastar, and I'm assuming you're talking about the Pentastar.
Well,
the rockers fail, and on the Hemis, the lifters fail.
Well, listen here. He says the motor has been rebuilt. Only 2,000 miles and it's ticking. New camshaft, new pistons, and bearings. Now.
Oh, he's talking about the Hemi. He's not talking about a Pentastar.
New
MDS.
Everything. Stage 3 cam. What kind of lifters? The aftermarket tick right out the box.
We just talked about it. It's going to chatter. It sounds weird, and it's nothing that you can do about it but go back dealership parts. You cannot use aftermarket lifters. Figure that out the hard way.
Yeah.
You just cannot, and yeah, unfortunately, you got to tear it all back down again and use GM lifters or SRT8 lifters. I think that's an upgrade that people are doing. You have to do your own research on that. I don't do upgrades. I do factory replacement.
Yeah, for sure. But we learned the hard way. So seems like you're doing a lot of aftermarket stuff to it. Wondering what brand lifters you used. That matters. All right. Big 49er 650 says, how much do blown head gaskets cost for the Dodge Challenger?
I don't do blown head gaskets at my shop, so I can't give you a price with my shop would charge. But normally you can expect to pay anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. I'll say.
Yeah, gotta have the head shop. Take it to them. How much they gonna charge? A couple of different hands in the pot.
And I don't know what engine you have. These Challengers come with the V6, the V8 5.7, the 392, which is a 6.4, the 6.2. The supercharged version. So that's 4 different engines. So I don't know what engine you have.
Okay. Big 49er said, Mr. W says, hi. Do you know a good mechanic in Charlotte? Thanks.
No. We all, it's a lot of people been plagued in the area with mechanics that they can't trust for some odd reason. That brings me to my point where I'm going to just start going around every city I'm in. Thought it'd be a good video idea just to go to different shops and see what they're doing, and of course from their permission, and see if it's a good shop to deal with in particular areas.
Yeah, sure. It's a new series that we're thinking about. Do give us your input.
Yes.
All right. He said he changed everything, lifters and all.
Yeah.
And he's going, let me see. Let's see what else. Well, wait a minute. I skipped somebody, didn't I? No. Well, him and Rome talking. Okay.
Oh.
All right. I'm going on.
What he saying about the Corvette? Z06? LOL. Oh.
Yeah. Bring that Z06 down tomorrow, brother. All right. Kenneth says, thank you both for the information.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah, we get a lot of customers from the Carolinas.
Yeah,
so
a lot of customers from the Carolinas.
Definitely wouldn't know. Let's see here. Maybe pop the filter. Are the engines running? They're just helping each other out. Okay. Yeah. All right. Alexander says, Mr. Alex, explain to everyone the magical location of the Ford trucks and Transit Trans dipstick location. The 19mm bolt, about 4 inch long one. Listen.
Oh, that stupid junk. Man, I don't want to talk about it. I think it's the same way on. I think the Mustangs do that silly mess too. Although I got it confused with another car. It's weird.
Alex cuss out an engineer every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day he be like, stupid.
Get on my nerve.
Deuce the Factor says checking in from South Central LA.
Oh, good old LA.
Today was a good day. I love it. All right. It says, and after that, explain the location of 3-year run of Chargers that no one knows have power steering fluid and where that is. These folks they're doing stuff. How you feel? How do y'all? Let me ask y'all this. I was watching YouTube.
Silly location.
Yes, you want to answer the question?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. they put it in a weird space and freaking. Yeah,
how stupid. Y'all feeling about the electric Challenger?
Ooh.
I seen one recently. And I said,
it's not even is it a Challenger? They still call it a Challenger?
Well,
no, that's a disgrace to muscle car, man.
It was a Challenger. And I said, wow. I don't think the dope boys in Atlanta will be driving that.
Did you hear the speaker exhaust?
Yeah. No, I was getting ready to say I witnessed firsthand how EV has speakers to give off a sound when they backing up. Because I almost got run over at the parking lot yesterday.
How? Did you hear that?
I heard like a shh. I was like, oh, clearly he don't see me.
It makes a spaceship noise.
Well.
The Hyundai, the Kia we had did that.
It's too much.
It's weird.
All right. Ron says engine market rough right now. Indeed it is, my friend. Indeed it is, especially if you have a vehicle that already have a problematic design. It makes no sense to go get it used. I tell the customers you're gonna be right back in here.
Mm-hmm.
So we just waited 4 months for Jasper to send this customer a replacement of the engine.
Yeah, I'm never doing that again. I'm not fooling with no more warranty coming. That car just been sitting at my shop seems like forever.
But the original problem with the engine that they sold was what?
The guide. They didn't properly torque down the guide, and the bolt started backing itself out, which led to play on the timing chain guide, which led to a timing code, correlation code.
Yeah, so you're right, Rome. It's tough. Like your average consumer is not understanding the other side of what we're having to deal with as part sourcers and stuff like that. So yes, great observation. Ricky Woodard says, but people still won't check the car, get a cash up. True. Yeah. True. I sometimes have to make people. They be like, okay, I'm ready. I'm like, no.
Yeah, test drive it.
Let's test drive.
We don't want no smoke.
Don't call me back talking about nothing. Let's go over everything that we need to do at the sale of this vehicle. Gagan, I hope I said that right. Will the new 2025 4Runner still be reliable with the 2.4 turbo engine?
It's probably too new to tell if it's a newer engine. What I normally suggest people do is buy a couple of years back with the older gen that's been proven, the engine has been proven, or if they really want that 25 look because they did a face uplift or whatever the case may be, and you just really love it, at least wait a year. That way, you have a chance to get a used one for half the cost, and then you have more research to go off of with that new platform of engine they just rolled out. Mm-hmm. If you be the guinea pig, Lord bless your soul, you may get something great, or Lord bless your soul, you may be in the dealership every couple of weeks for different recalls or whatever the case may be. Yeah, they'll fix it. Toyota stand behind their stuff. That's not the problem, but the problem is being without your vehicle and having to deal with rental cars and courtesy vehicles. And it's just the hassles. Keep having to go back up to the dealership, or sometimes dealership cannot figure out their problems with stuff they manufactured when new stuff roll out like that.
For sure. Yeah. But to piggyback off what you said too, the average consumer, I can't say average because obviously I don't know everyone in the world, but most consumers don't know how to maintain a turbo engine to begin with. And so a lot of
they still take them to the little quick lube places. Oh, give me the cheapest oil change you can. No, you cannot do that with turbo vehicles.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't maintain them, not changing the filters and just all kind of weird stuff.
Deuce, the Factor says, I got an 06 Tahoe with 344,000 miles. They sure don't make them like that no more.
No, they don't.
Am I on borrowed time?
No, your transmission is, though. That engine is just going to keep on going and going and going. Would you be leaking some fluid? Yeah, but just keep it topped off and just keep going.
Yeah. Sure.
Put some Lucas in that transmission to extend the life on it. It's called Lucas Transmission Stop Slip. Highly recommend you do that as soon as possible because not the engine on borrowed time, your transmission or your rear end may be on borrowed time.
Right. Urgent Care Truck Repair. I like that.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I love me a good catchy business name now. It says, man, that van was chopping in the last video.
Oh, it's so weird.
When we stop to get gas, everybody just be looking. I be like, oh gosh.
Because that noise don't supposed to come out of that van. So people always looking at it like, what is that? And get this, that's the stock muffler. I purposely hooked the stock muffler back up to it to kill the note. But as you heard, it's still. Oh my gosh.
Everybody
I wasn't trying to draw attention, good people.
Everybody be like, what? And here we come with 6 kids getting out the van.
Oh man, that van fun though. It is very fun.
Yeah, I drove it by myself one day recently.
Didn't you say drive like a car?
You drive like a car. It's so smooth. Next thing I know, I was doing 90. I was like, oh, I better slow down because we done got enough tickets.
And I done turned it down. I was trying to be cheap and run it off of regular gas. Yeah, that didn't work. I got to put premium in it. I'm like, no.
That looks so cheap. It don't make no sense.
It's horrible.
You
know how much gas that damn thing taking? It's got a premium 30 gallons. Ugly.
I like to watch him squirm when he has to do it. He's so cheap. He don't be wanting to do it.
Did that job.
SRT player says, I have an 04 Chevy Tahoe. Trust me, best truck ever. 320,000 miles, no leaks, and she drives smooth.
Yeah, that sucker a go.
Plan on camming the 5.3.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I'm
talking
about.
Get that chop.
All right. Otis Linder Jr. I'm sorry. I just seen a comment, Alexander talking about O-Block, but we'll get to it. He says, what are the common issues with the 2015 GM active fuel management system?
Okay. The engine itself has been known for lifter failure, oil control rings getting clogged up with carbon and failing, causing excessive oil to be dumped in the combustion chamber. At that point, you need to pull the pistons out and clean the oil control rings or fix them. I've had good success with cleaning oil control rings with customers I know, and
they understand the risk.
They understand. Just clean it up and throw the pistons back in there. Besides the engine, that's high pressure fuel pump failure, where it will start dumping gasoline vapors or just straight up gasoline in the oil, causing a system too rich or the fuel balance to be off. That just oil pressure pump with high pressure oil pump would just go. I think that's about it on the engine, if I recall correctly. Around the truck, high rate of transmission failure, high rate of condenser failures on those Silveradors. I'm gonna just stop right there. I'm probably making you like, so hopefully you don't got this truck. Hopefully you got something else and you was consider buying this truck and now you're not.
For sure.
Sorry.
It just doesn't make any sense. And we was at a dealership and those Escalades, they fire.
Beautiful.
They fire.
I'm a mechanic and I don't even think I want those problems. Because the Escalades and the Silverados, they basically the same thing.
Mhm.
You just paying extra for a Cadillac brand, but yet you're still getting the same engine, same drivetrain as you would a Silverado.
Now, let's say they fix the lifter issue. Well, now
Well,
ain't the bearings tearing up?
now the newer Silverados and Escalades, they're having major engine recalls because not only is the lifter issues, now the bottom end is seizing up and causing the vehicle just to stop and put people's lives in danger.
Mhm.
So yeah, they tripping.
Q Man says, Alex, what's good? Thoughts on the Audi S4 2010 or 2016?
I don't deal with a lot of Audis to make a great decision, but I can't tell you this. Audi, you got to know what you're getting yourself into when buying this said car. They're very expensive to maintain. A high mileage one, which is 100,000 miles, dealing with the newer ones, well, pretty much any Audi. You're going to be in a world of maintenance problems, coolant issues, just different weird issues with it, and you'll probably just get sick of the car and just sell it. So you have to have deep pockets. When people ask me about Audis, I suggest buy them new and enjoy it for up to 100,000 miles and trade that sucker in while the value you still can get a lot for. That's my opinion on any German vehicle. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're a mechanic and you just like fixing odd end things.
That's one thing about being a mechanic. You really can drive what you want.
Yeah. But I still wouldn't want a Cadillac.
I still want one. I mean, I still want one, but I
take my chances of transmission failure on the Escalade. On the Navigator.
I still want one, but I understand why I don't need one, and I don't want an older one. So.
Yeah. And the Navigator outperforms the Escalade.
It ain't about that.
It's about just the speed for me.
It's the beauty of the. Anyway, yeah, we're going on talking about something I can't even have, man. Rome King says, if it's hard to spell, Dunwoody drives it. You ain't never lied.
That's so
you
funny.
Ain't never lied.
Yeah, they always driving weird stuff. You like, huh? Okay, whatever float y'all boat.
They got the money to pay to play, I guess.
There goes Swedish cars.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Alex Ganaka says, don't tell me my shop is 15 minutes from O Block. Now, I just recently learned what O Block is up there in Chicago.
Oh, prisons?
No, remember we was watching that documentary about that King Von and O Block versus that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You got to have a lot of heart to live in Chicago.
Man, look, if I do come up to Chicago, I'm coming straight to you, my little brother. You. Yeah, hey, show me around, man. I ain't trying to be in no shootout today. I ain't trying to go to the wrong hood with the wrong color on.
Right.
Because that junk matters, man.
For sure.
It matters.
Sure. We're going to call you, Alexander. Yeah. Don't you worry about it. Michael J says, hey, happy Sunday. Love your video.
Appreciate
See, here go Rome tripping, Rome. Talking about some off bricks, all white bricks. No. No. Let me tell you something. And this ain't no race thing. But every black person I said that to assume that I'm talking about.
Some people be weird. They be like, where can we start?
Give me that.
I'm like,
listen, no.
Like, where you getting ready? Look.
We talking about red bricks. I ain't selling dope. I'm not trapping. I promise you. Okay? Red bricks. But I felt like to every black person that I explained this concept to, they automatically.
Then I don't make it any better.
Go with white bricks wrapped in. No, man.
I don't make it any better.
I'm so glad they finally mailed me my sample, Lord. So now when I'm talking to people, I'm just be like this kind right here.
I'm gonna still mess with them. I got a good video idea coming up. Yeah, short. Y'all gonna love it. Watch. Y'all gonna love
it. Josh,
this is my guy right here.
The Car Wash channel.
Y'all go check his channel out. A really good channel. He done taught me some stuff about car washes.
Hey, Alex, I keep missing you. No, you ain't, because we just been coming on at 3. That's all. Have you been working?
You caught us today.
Yeah, you did. Have you been working? Tell us. Alexander said, Deuce the Factor. Oh, he's talking to Deuce. He said, not East Atlanta Polar Bear Brick. No. SRT said, just hit a lick 50 more bricks. Oh, my God. Oh my gosh, y'all are a trip and a half, man. Let me see him. Y'all done made me laugh today. My boy, she hustling them bricks. Let me tell you something. We straight up out the hood, so I definitely get it. But I done changed my life for the better, man. I'm only selling red bricks. That's all. That's all. I love y'all, man. Y'all so funny. Richard says, I got an 09 Dodge Charger that my oil light come on and off. I read that backwards, off and on. I changed the pressure switch. What do you think is the problem?
I need to know what engine you have.
Mm-hmm.
Again, those Chargers, they come in a wide variety of engines. But let me take a guess at it. You could potentially have low oil pressure if it's coming on and off. What you need to do next is hook up a mechanical gauge to your vehicle and look at the oil pressure and look up the specs, the testing procedures, because sometimes it say at idle it should be 30 psi. Then the next step would be at 1500 to 2000 RPMs, it should be this number right here. So that's the next step you need to do. The dummy light, that's what I call them, lights that come on in the inside. Sometimes they can't be trusted, and they will sometimes give false signals. You could also have sludge issues that can cause or pressure fluctuation issues. I've also seen where a plunged oil filter could give low oil pressure issues. So this is some of the things to think about and check for.
All right. So listen, we went over just a tad bit, and we'll give y'all a few more minutes before we have to go and be.
Somebody said that about 2 bricks. That's what I'm talking about. Bricks. You missed it.
Let's come up with a new name, because now Roman doggone SRT player. We gotta. We ain't said. I gotta come up with a new name for
No, you don't. They bricks.
All right. Let's see. Jamal Hughes says, I love your channel from Buffalo, New York.
Thank you.
Watch you every day, man. That's what's up, man.
I appreciate it. I hope you really enjoy it. I really be trying to help. Bill Gates, this is my dude.
Hi, guys. I love the bricks. Toss me a cue.
I got you.
I don't got nothing else to say. You know that.
Y'all talking my language.
Can your injectors be out of whack or failing without a code being thrown?
Yes, I've seen it happen before. But normally it'll throw a misfire. If injector is starting to fail, it's almost going to throw a misfire code almost all the time. And then it's up to you as the person looking into the vehicle to determine why is it misfiring on that said cylinder. Anything is possible. That being said, but normally it's going to throw a code. What I would suggest is some type of fueling induction cleaner and just dump it in the tank. Like Lucas is a real good fuel injection cleaner, and Seafoam, which I personally use at my shop, is a real good one, and dump it in the tank. And I've seen them bring back stopped injectors, and they do an awesome job of cleaning injectors as well.
All right.
Good to see you, Bill.
Bill, long time no see. Steven the car doctor. What's up, fellow doc?
Hey, Steven the car doctor. I love it.
Now, you ain't got no profile picture?
Come on, man. Come on. I need a profile picture.
Come on, car doctor. You gonna do it the right way.
I need to see some videos.
Now I got to go on your channel and see what you doing over there. See? Hi, John. That's another of my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, forgot. Guy. He says, a lot of that Chicago violence, you in Chicago, is exaggerated. The city is no more dangerous than most other cities with similar size population. Man, they be making it seem like...
Yeah, they just make it seem so bad on TV. I'm like, sheesh.
You know,
good to hear a different perspective on someone actually that stayed there versus reporters just coming in and reporting on the worst things. Like, yeah, planes always been crashing, good people, but now they're just reporting and making it a big deal. So,
man, listen, Gene 1984 says, "What's good on ATL? I need a transmission shop. Man, we can't find no good one. We referred this guy, and man,
we tried him several times, and
he keep
several
messing up.
times there's been issues.
Yeah.
It's done made me mad, and I've sent good customers over there, like good paying customers that will buy anything, and they're screwing them over. I'm like, come on, y'all. Every time they bring it back, it's either a missing bolt, stuff leaking, just real crappy work ethics over there. So I don't know. And the last one before that, it was a botch job. I'm like, what is going on out here?
Samuel Adams says, "Hey Alex, how's the smoke machine working? Mine is on the way. I hope I didn't waste my money."
No, you didn't. Where did you? Where you get it from? Amazon, TikTok Shop. I personally love the cheap smoke machines. Never had an issue. So if they can survive my shop abuse, meaning really shop abuse, because sometimes my guys, they get stuff and magically stuff be ending up with dents and bangs. I'm like, how did this happen? Oh, I don't know. Casper did it. Okay. And it just keeps working. So I personally love the cheap smoke machine.
Yeah, anything you see Alex promote, it better believe it took abuse.
Yeah, like that little inspection camera. I am so amazed that thing is still kicking. Like, it's been abused and used. Like, it's one of the main tools we be using, and it only cost me like $200 off of Amazon.
Years ago. Right?
Years ago, and we don't take care of it. Well, my guys don't. I take care of my tools.
But we share, so
yeah,
there's that.
Yeah.
But I don't think you would waste your money,
no,
Samuel.
Not at all.
Dang, SRT Plus says, "I work 6 to 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. I never have time to bring my car tomorrow."
Oh man,
it be like that though. You working hard.
I respect it.
All right. Okay. Hi, John. He says, "What's up, y'all? What were your biggest challenges as a mobile mechanic?"
Quite a few. People can easily run off with the money, and you can't hold their vehicle. That was one of the ones that got under my skin. Traffic, weather. If it do start pouring down, raining, your tools and equipment is subject to the elements, moisture and things like that. I had to deal with. That's about it.
Well, there's a remedy for all of that, though. Also getting in over your head, like a lot of people say on the different comments, when Alex declined jobs, work is work, money is money. Yeah, but at what expense, truly? Because it's like, yeah, you're a mobile mechanic, and that gravy engine job may look good in the driveway. You start, then tomorrow it rains, now you at a standstill or whatever, So I would say set up your business how you want it to be. I personally believe in quick money when it comes to auto repair. This is not the proper verbiage because we just got finished talking about kilos and bricks. But
quick money, bricks.
Quick money. Like that same amount of time you spend on that engine job, you could have did shocks, brakes, alternator, rotors, all that, and make that same money, less headache. And so, people running off on the plug on you, there's remedies and stuff for that. Hi, John, you one of the OGs. So if you seriously thinking about doing it, let's get on the call and brainstorm.
We'll definitely be willing to help you out, brother.
What you should put in place, because people definitely will play with you out here. They definitely will. So you have to have a policy. I don't care what business you have. You have to have policies and procedures, even if you just handwrite it down of what's a no-go and what's a go for your business. That's any business, right? Because that's what separates a hustle from a business is policies and procedures. So, but people, I think, is the biggest challenge. Like, we've had to sue people. We won, and he still ain't paid. Or, just people with their sob stories, traffic. So that means, for Alex, he did mobile mechanic twice. The first time around, he was going everywhere. From McDonough to Dunwoody, for those who lived. That's too far. Just dominate one area. Your commute time is less. You don't have to worry about traffic too much. So we just dominated the county that we were in instead of trying to go all across the metro area. It's too much gas, too much time wasted. So productivity is still going to be the name of the game in mobile mechanicing. Okay, so I know that was a mouthful, but John, call me.
Yes.
You know, we're gonna hook,
we'll chop it up.
We're gonna hook it right on up. Okay,
That's a good question.
for sure. Bullseye, I think entertainment. Yeah, says, can you put any grade of gas in your car or truck?
No, you cannot. The quick answer was just like I was talking about with my van. I have to put premium in it, or you will get engine ping, spark knock, pre-combustion. Those are all the terms of spark knock. And basically, what that is anytime you compress air, what happens from my physics people out there? Well, let me tell you. You pack the molecules together and they'll start bumping into each other, creating a lot of friction, and it will become hot. When air becomes hot with a low octane fuel, the hot air can pre-combust that fuel before the spark plug actually combusts it. It also, that's the why. So when people think of, premium fuel, if I put this in my non-premium running car, it's going to run better. In a sense, I get to that in a little bit. No, it's not going to run better. All premium fuel is the ability to withstand high combustion, high pressure. Air temperature. High air temperature. Now, for the people who say, "Oh, my car runs better when I put premium fuel in," well, what's going on there is you have a lot of carbon deposits in your car, and carbon buildup. And when you run regular, the car is picking up a lot of knock, and the car is retarding the timing, taking away power. So when you run premium, because carbon is like charcoal, so it's actually kind of glow and hold a lot of heat. And with regular fuel, it's just gonna pre-combust it before the spark plug happens. So the car senses that and retards the timing. But when you run premium fuel, it's able to withstand that heat a lot better, and the timing gets pumped back up to regular, and everything is back to normal. So if you that's one of the ones that I repeated the same thing. If you one of the people that is running high premium fuel because it's making your non-premium car that don't require it run better, you need to do a fuel induction service. And the people who's out there that's trying to run regular in their ones that needs premium fuel, you're going to destroy your engine in a nutshell.
Okay, then.
I know it's a mouthful, but I had to kind of break it down because a lot of people don't know.
Sure. Dale Senior says, "What up, Doc?"
Hey, what's happening?
What do y'all think about the 2012 Hyundai Tucson Limited? Just got one yesterday with 83,000 miles. I love it so far.
It's the V6. I don't see, hopefully it's the V6. I don't see too many issues out the V6, but if you have that 4-cylinder 2.4 GDI engine, a direct injected version 4-cylinder, then you're in a world of trouble with that Tucson. They just don't hold up good. They burn oil. They just, but the V6s, they hold up pretty good. So hopefully you got a V6.
I want to add too. He just said he just got it with 83,000 miles.
That don't matter.
You're getting ready to walk into a lot of the maintenance.
Oh yeah.
You're getting ready to spend a lot of money, and a lot of consumers think the first thing you think of when you buying a used car is, I want the lowest miles possible. Okay. Understand that people trade their car in around that mileage because they don't want to do the maintenance that you just inherited. So just read your guidebook, find out what time it is. Remember, mileage tell you what time it is, not just how far you going. So at 100,000 miles, what's due? And make sure you go ahead and do that. Okay,
so you have to do it. Prime example: I bought my wife car at 70,000 miles. I went into it knowing that, hey, at this particular mileage, I'm gonna have to dump some money. And boy, did I have to dump some money into it. Of course, I did all the repair myself, but I had to dump with $1,000 in parts into it because it was time for all those maintenance items, timing belt, tune up if your car has spark plugs. Her car doesn't. All the filters, this, that, just a lot of stuff goes into buying low mileage vehicles without it having service history.
Correct. Yeah. So, not to scare you, but let's get ahead of this thing.
Yes.
You love it and you want to keep loving it, deal. Just look at your manual, or either when you take it in for service, every shop should have some kind of software. Like we have software to tell what maintenance is due on that particular vehicle when it comes in. So, if you love it, keep on loving it, and keep us
take care of that
updated.
car.
Take care of it. Take care
and
of it.
it'll take care of you.
Justin says, I watch out every day except when my car is in the shop.
Oh gosh.
Is that boat fixed?
No, I'm getting ready to though. Getting ready to de-winterize it, if that's a thing. I did winterize the boat. If I didn't, it would have had a cracked block this winter. Ooh, it was harsh.
For sure. Don't even mention that boat yet. I'm not ready for the shenanigans. But anyway, good people, listen, we're gonna go in the house. We had so much fun with you today. We even went 25 minutes over because having fun. So shout out to Rome and SRT Player. Y'all have made me laugh truly. Okay.
Yeah, y'all made our day.
Oh, and Alexander Ganaka. So look, when I come up to the shy, Samuel, John, Alexander.
Yes, I work on LS 460s.
Yes, we do.
We work on a lot of Lexus.
We'll be reaching out, okay? Because I'm not stepping up there without a little reinforcement.
What? Oh,
we come to Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
Yeah, for sure. But we love you guys. There'll be a video up tomorrow because I'm getting ready to go in there and edit it tonight.
It's a funny one. Y'all think y'all are going to enjoy this. Sure. But until next time, good people, thanks for joining the live Alex Car Doctor out. See you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.